Oh, God. Okay. As we now go into Francis Sharpe versus Brad Collins. Who will take home the win? Will it be... You would obviously assume that the favourite of the match would be the All-Star champion, but there is still a chance that the international champion can pick up the win here. Obviously, both of these people already know their opponents ahead of Fight Fest. Francis Sharpe is going to be going against Elijah Chambers, who lost earlier tonight against Eddie Page. And you've got, you know, Brad Collins, who is facing the dominant force of Max Black, as he is given his rematch for the title. Francis taking Brad down with a clothesline. Brad goes for a cheap kick, but Francis manages to catch it. Francis throwing Brad over the shoulder. Brad tripping Francis up. He's now pounding down some punches into the head of Francis Sharpe. Consistently stopping Francis from getting up. But Francis managing to hit back, and now with a double axe handle to take him down. But Brad kick to get it back into it, and Francis gets back up, taking him down with another clothesline. Into a spine buster. Goes in for the pin. 1, 2. Kick out at 2 from Brad. Brad with a headbutt. Francis rolling out the way. Brad goes for a neck breaker but misses. Nice suplex from Francis there. Brad lifting Francis up above his head. Dropping him back down to the mat. Brad's starting to get fired up as he starts to take a lot of the offense in his benefit now. There goes for a running power slam. Goes for the pin. 1. Kick out at 1 from Francis. And Francis rolling out the way as he gets Brad up into a world's strongest slam. As he now goes in for the pin. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2 from Brad Collins. Francis a double axe handle. Brad rolling out the way. And a spear from Francis as he goes for the pin on Brad. Can he pin the All-Star champion too? And he kicks out at 2. Francis nearly getting a big upset on Strike's world champion. Sit out powerbomb. And this match has been pretty much all Francis for the most part, surprisingly. Francis climbing to the middle rope. Really going to stomp on the face of Brad. Brad rolling out the way. But Francis getting the first punch in. Brad with an arm drag to take him down. Francis catching the punch and returning it. It just seems to be too quick for Brad at the moment, but Brad with a backwards swinging elbow to take Francis down as he's now stalking him. And a clothesline from hell as he now goes in for the pin. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2 from Francis. Brad sending Francis down to the mat. Into a sit-out powerbomb, goes in for the pin. 1, 2, and another kick out from Francis at 2. Throwing Francis into the corner now. And Francis with an elbow to try and get back into this, and a spear! Goes for the pin. 1, 2, 3! Francis Sharpe has officially pinned the All-Star champion, Brad Collins. And you got to think ahead of their international championship match that Elijah's got to be slightly scared here as he fell short against Eddie Page, and Francis Sharpe has come up on top against the All-Star champion. And you've got to say, well, you've got to be wondering if he's going to put up a hell of a fight for Elijah, and if Elijah's got a massive upwards battle to fight here. But if Elijah's proven anything, it's that he can be a long shot. I mean, this is still someone who has a actual clean victory against Michael Shaw. Let's not forget. And even though Elijah did actually lose his match to Brad Collins, but he did put up a good fight. But Francis able to do what Elijah couldn't and take down the All-Star champion. And you've also got to wonder if this loss will also impact Brad's chances of retaining at Fight Fest. Because Max Black hasn't actually lost a match since he lost the title. But a solid match, and a surprising result that certainly was worthy of a main event. If I want to suck my character's dick, Otto, I will suck my character's dick. He just won. He just beat the world champion, all right. And I need to be. If I'm going to be unbiased and big everyone else up, I need to big my own fucking needs.